What's going on? It's me, and welcome back to Rapids Nighttime Speaks. This one's gonna be a bit different again, like one of the stories I've told, but it's more of, it's a little different. It has a bit of a twist to it, and it's a bit rainy tonight, as you could probably hear. I'm just sitting out here. I like it. It's kind of cold too, but dreams. We all have them, whether we remember them totally or not. But I've been journaling a little bit. For a while now, but I journal ever so often, and this has been happening for a long time. I've just been able to remember dreams better, especially if they're super vivid, you know. But yeah, I do journal occasionally. I'm gonna talk about a few dreams I've had, and I think they're pretty wacky, interesting, worthy of telling on here, you know. One of them's kind of freaky, a little goofy, I guess, but I guess they're both kind of like that. But there was a dream I had earlier this year. I was back where I used to live in my dream. I always have these dreams where it's like our new house and our old house are like conjoined together. But I was back at the old place in the living room, sitting out the window, like it was a drive-through or something. People would walk up in a line towards the window, and I'd either give them like money or they'd give me money, or I'd give them like boxes of things. I don't know what it was about. And there were a couple light bulbs in there because I remember thinking around that time I was trying to find some incandescent light bulbs, and in my dream, I swear, after a few people went by, Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page walked up towards the window, and it was like legendary. He gave me this, those swirly fluorescent light bulbs. It was really long too. It was like, he was slowly handing it up to me, like passing down something. I was like, holy crap. And I shook hands and said hey, and then things went on. But I don't. I know how that happened. Of course, I listened to Led Zeppelin, but what was that? What does that mean? Was it trying to tell me? He gave me a big old swirly fluorescent light bulb. You know, like what's that saying? That same dream went on for a little bit. It was a long dream, and there was a storm coming from the south. That rarely happens. But a storm came from the south with a wall cloud, and there was like funnel clouds in it and stuff. That's all I remember. People started speeding up and getting out of there. That's all I really remember. That's kind of googly, but and now this next one I had. I'm gonna be talking about these a lot in these nighttime videos, but I was working in a warehouse or like a shop or something. You know, those big warehouses with like shelves and boxes everywhere. Wood. It's kind of like where my friend works. He's a bit older. I was working there, and I remember I was trying to look for something really frantically, and I went out of the house, and then I went around the corner, and there's this lady coming after me, and I couldn't see it too well, but I'll add on that later. I ran back towards the entrance, and I wrapped around the corner, and there was nobody there all of a sudden. Nobody in the warehouse. There was. I talked to a few people, and then they just disappeared. I turned the corner, and I looked back, and this metallic looking shattered lady with a big red poof on her head was chasing me. She had nothing on. She was naked, and she was running after me, and I was just like, get away from me. I don't know what you want. It was scary, but it was kind of just goofy. Like, some naked metallic lady chasing me around this warehouse. I'm going around shelves and crap, and then I turn around one shelf, and there's like another wall, and like a room of boxes, and I hid in like a fort of boxes that somebody made, and I saw her go past a few times, and I made sure the coast was clear, and I got out and I flipped this big old switch. It was a huge switch in the wall, kind of in like a niche in the wall, and I switched it. Everything went black. It was still my dream, but everything went black. I was feeling around for certain things, and I couldn't find her. I heard steps and like other noises and stuff, but it was just black. I couldn't see nothing. I didn't see her. Didn't see anything else, and that's all I remembered. I woke up after that, just thinking, what the hell was that? But that's it, really. The ones I have right now. I have a few written down I could probably look in my notebook for, but I don't want this getting too long. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to have more of these out sometime. I don't know though, it's starting to get cold. It's that time of year, things are starting to get cold. There's freezing rain coming, so I'm gonna turn this off, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I love each and every one of y'all, and have a rainy night. Feels good on the scales.